Are you wanting to game but on a tight budget? Today we're going to test a fairly cheap graphics card solution to see if we can get you behind the keyboard and in the game with all your friends. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Signal Zero Tech Review. I'm Alpha Wolf, and today we're going to explore an option for someone who is looking to get into gaming but they're on a tight budget. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so the graphics card we're going to be testing today is the NVIDIA GTX 770. Now the 770 was released by NVIDIA on May the 30th of 2013 in both a 2GB and 4GB version. Today we're going to be looking at the 2GB card. Now when this card was released, it was retailed for just around $399.99, but nowadays you can find them for much cheaper. Let's go ahead and head over to the internet and see what we can find. Now the first place that we're going to check is eBay, of course. Now you're going to need to be careful when looking for this GPU due to the fact that it was offered in two different variants. We're exclusively looking for the 2GB card to offer the best price. You can usually verify this with the card part number, as I'll pull it up on the screen now. So as you can see guys, this part number begins with O2G. This represents on the board 2GB of memory. If this had been a 4GB card, as you can guess, the part number would have started with O4G. Now this is an EVGA part number, but it should be similar to other manufacturers as well. Alright, let's get back to the internet search. Now as you can see, the first card I pulled up here is an EVGA GTX 770 SC with the ACX cooler and backplate, which is an added bonus. It's sitting at $168 right now, which is actually a great price. Next we have a PNY GTX 770, also a 2GB with PNY's 3-fan cooler, which offers great cooling specs. At the current price is sitting at $169, another awesome price. Now let's go ahead and do one more. Here you can see we have another EVGA 770 with the ACX cooler, and the price is sitting at $199 at the time of this recording. Now, you must be asking, what is the GTX 770 capable of doing performance-wise? Well, let's head over to NVIDIA's website to see what they have to say about it. As you can see, because this card was released back in 2013, no new major titles are represented in this graph. So how do we answer that question? Well, we get the answers for ourselves. So we set out on the same search that you might be going on and browsed until we came across a deal that we could not pass up in a place where people are usually hurting to sell stuff, the one and only Craigslist. Alright guys, well we managed to snag this GTX 770 with the ACX cooler for a low price of $180. Now we know that you may not want to take a chance on Craigslist, but we did and it paid off. Now let's get this thing installed into our test bed system and see what it can do. Now that we have it installed, let's get this thing hooked back up and test none other than GTA 5. So to be quite honest with you guys, we have effectively minds blown with this card. We were able to run this card on pretty much full high settings, 4K resolution on Grand Theft Auto 5 at around 30 frames per second average. Didn't think it'd be able to perform like that. We also tried a couple of different games that breached the 30 frames per second mark. The Forest being one of them, we hit 45 frames per second, 4K resolution, high settings. This card does perform quite well for being a relatively cheap 2 gig card. So if you are tired of hearing your friends talk about playing Grand Theft Auto or any of the other latest games and you're not afraid to save just a little bit of money and buy a used card, take a look at this GTX 770. It might just be the right card for you. Now, with that being said, it did get a little bit hot. It didn't spike anything outrageous, but it did get a little bit warm. It's a little bit toasty in here. And honestly, if you can afford a 4K monitor, should you really be looking at a 4K graphics card? Now, take a look over here at our gaming center. Alright, there's going to be a video posted right here, and also right here. And don't forget to subscribe, right there. Okay? Now we'll catch you guys next time with our next video.